Registan Square!
Ta-da!
This is the one thing that we really wanted to see for the longest time and why we wanted to come to Uzbekistan in the first place.
We've seen a picture of the Tilya Kori Madrasa, which is right here in this Registan, so many times because we were planning our trip, and we have a Lonely Planet which has exactly that picture from that mosque in there, so we can finally see it in action in real life.
So exciting! Just spent like almost more than half a day here in Registan Square, which is probably the pearl, the diamond, whatever you want to call it, of Samarkand. It is the must-see thing here in the city.
It is so gorgeous, and already the very first 2 nights we just passed by, we saw it at night and in the evening and just took a few snapshots from outside because there's this viewing platform. But now we actually went all the way inside, and it's so gorgeous here.
I can't stop taking pictures. You can definitely spend here half a day. It opens at 8 a.m. in the morning, and that's also when we kind of came, and we really suggest to come early if you want to beat the crowds, and also just not only for the serenity, but the light is so beautiful to enjoy the space. It's quite huge. So.
Yeah, truly. Also, because we spent so much time here, we can say that throughout the day the light changes, of course, because you have different angles, you have different kinds of shadows, so it always changes a little bit and highlights another part of this area. So you could actually spend a whole day here until the night.
Indeed.
And just enjoy the different kinds of lights, I would say, and what it gives or what it creates. Also, funnily enough, on our Lonely Planet that we purchased before our travel, the main picture on the cover is from the
mosque inside.
From the mosque here, we're standing right next to. And yeah, it is super beautiful. We also took a lot of pictures and videos there. And again, it makes sense to come early if you want to have it more to yourself. We were almost alone in the morning there, so it was nice. Magnets, as you can see. And we got it from a vendor here. He was super friendly and also explained to me the difference between the tiles that they have in Samarkand here and the ones in Khiva. He has like 1 or 2 from Khiva as well. So here in Samarkand they also use a lot of colors, like red, he said. Also they have like a lot of green ones. He had like tiles which were like this, all in green, which looks super cool.
We haven't seen it yet.
No, I can show it to you later. And he said the ones in Khiva, they're like really more white. They use a lot of white. And also the figurines, they have fruits on there, for example, more like flowers. And like you can see the details are a little bit different. You can check it again.
Okay.
So it was actually quite nice.
Yeah. But you got the second one as well, eh?
Yeah, and this one is the Circle of Life, which you can actually see here in the building. It's in the building, a Circle of Life, he said, and
Oh, that's nice.
So happy with that.
Score! An idea, Registan Square is actually a huge complex existing out of minarets, mosques, madrasahs and domes, super colorful in all its like blue and turquoise hues. It's beautiful. Back in the Timurid era, it used to be actually the place for royal announcements as well as like public executions. After that, it was mainly the place for madrasahs, which it was like 3 madrasahs, each existing out of like 2 levels of different kind of rooms for students as well as teaching rooms. So that's what you will see today, although it's not active anymore. Mostly you will see a lot of little shops selling all kinds of souvenirs.
And we have to say it's kind of nice, first of all, that you have the option to buy some things here because they have cute things, let's be honest. There's like beautiful stuff here, like the tiles. We saw like the best magnets actually here, but we have to say it's a little bit over the top because it's on every corner you have a shop, you have in every little tunnel and every little passageway. They're like really too many for the people that are here.
It's almost like a little shopping mall.
Yeah, at times it is. Also to keep in mind, the entrance ticket is 50,000 per person if you're a foreigner. It's cheaper of course if you're local, but we don't know how much that would be. But we paid together 100,000. We think that's totally reasonable for the size and also the time you can spend here. It's really no money actually.
Indeed. So like I mentioned, once you enter the Registan Square, you will see 3 humongous buildings, each are madrasas. The one right in front of you is the Tilya Kori Madrasa, which we think is the most beautiful one. Once you enter, there are like these green trees, a beautiful courtyard, but the stunner there is its mosque. It's the one Moritz mentioned that is on the front cover of the Lonely Planet. It's beautiful with the dark blue and gold encrusted mosaics, and you have to tilt your head for the showstopper, which is actually the ceiling.
They call it there the Circle of Life, and it's super beautiful. Just the place itself, you can spend so much time in, I think, to take so many different kinds of pictures or angles, videos. It really lends itself to just soak it up or just stand there and see what details you can discover. And to the sides you still have some more souvenir shops obviously, but there's like some nice ones because they have handicrafts and they also show you what they're actually making and how they're doing it. So it's a little bit better in my opinion than just having a shop selling like cheap things. So there you can actually see how they're making it.
Yeah, and they take the time to explain to you, because there's where Moritz found our 2 magnets. Really like a sweet guy.
Indeed, he was explaining just the differences with the other cities, what they have souvenir wise or like tile wise, and what their style kind of is compared to the ones from Samarkand.
And then a fun fact about the dome in this mosque, it's actually an optical illusion. Actually it's like flat. We had to look very hard as well because it really looks like a dome,
totally
but supposedly it's just like flat.
Yeah, it's an optical illusion that they created, like the way they were painting it towards the inside with getting smaller or like doing it in a specific way. And since it's dark, it's also hard to tell. So ourselves weren't sure. We're like thinking it does look like totally like a dome, but apparently it's not, which is crazy.
Now for our second madrasa is the one you have on the west side when you enter, which is the Ulugh Beg Madrasa, which when you enter you will see that it has these 2 levels with all these like little rooms, and we can totally recommend to go up. It seems not many people know this, but so if you enter, go all the way to the opposite side, and both on the left or on the right you can go up. We prefer the right side, both for the lighting.
It depends on the time that you visit actually. So it depends on the morning or if you're coming in the afternoon. But you have to go through a souvenir shop. It's like, yeah, people, they just pass by. You go into the souvenir shop, and on the right or on the left you have a little door, and that leads up, and that's where people sometimes come from or go to. But indeed, we haven't seen as many as we thought going up there.
No, it's a little bit hidden, but on both sides you actually have like a little tea house, coffee shop. We went to the one on the right side. The guy was very like sweet and social, had a little bit of a chat.
Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more expensive to pay for your coffee or tea, but we thought that for the view and just to relax there a little bit and soak up the atmosphere, we just tried it, and it was nice. It was a nice thing to do.
You pay for the views, but it was a nice little break we had there.
Slowly inside the madrasa to get up the floor.
They're all like these little shops.
Just want to go there.
And then for the last madrasa, which you can find on the east side or on the right side, which is called the Sher Dor Madrasah. It's a little bit less, would say, impressive than the other ones, but what you have to pay mostly attention to is before you enter, because on the facade you have these animals painted, like it's mostly a tiger. I'm just checking it out. It's in the corner of my eye. And like a deer or a horse, so that's very beautiful. The entrance is really pretty.
Yeah, definitely check out the entrance, check out the details as always on the front, especially when there's like nice sun on there, you can see a lot. The inside was basically almost a copy of the other one, opposite of it. It's just that you can't get up there. You can't walk up to those windows, and they're all closed, so that doesn't work. How can you tell the difference between machine-made and handmade? Only you can tell, right?
Good question, yes. You look, the first time we have the number of the knots here.
You can see them
Exactly. This one,
the ends.
it doesn't has that like
It
this.
is when the thread ends.
Yes, ends of the pressure. And other else, if you take the threads from here, if you take it, it goes out. But that one is not like this. And if you put the water, that's the color is not dirty. It's guaranteed forever. If you put water, tea, it's not problem. It doesn't mix each other.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
You're welcome. Have a good
Thank you,
time.
sir.
Thank you.
So we're at the end of our visit here in Registan Square, and it was so beautiful, but I'm really tired. So we wanted to just enjoy and inhale the beauty a little more by having some tea here in one of the little cafes that you have on the left side from the whole place. And we can really recommend this spot. As you can see, I have a really nice background to look at, and yeah, gonna enjoy a bit more before we go out. ourselves a little snack of fresh watermelon. So we were super hungry from spending hours and hours in Registan, and I said, come, let's go get a watermelon because there are like these little shops down the street. Now we're gonna eat it at our place. We're having a quick dinner on our last night. We're actually pretty full because we were snacking earlier. But we're both getting some lagman, the dry version.
Yeah.
It looks very nice.
Fried.
Yeah, fried. And we have our, as usual, lemon green tea. And they really put nice amount of sugars in here, always. It's so yummy. And the venue is super pretty where we are. Very fancy. So it comes with beef, quite big pieces. The only thing we still think is super annoying here is that we never get a knife. But yeah, so fried. There's even an egg on the bottom. But Moritz just said indeed so nicely presented, looks very appetizing. So, yeah, and it is very delicious. Guess where we are again. So this morning we visited the mausoleum of Kori, and afterwards we just explored the area a bit, had some nice snacks and took it slow, passing by our stay again. And we wanted to see the Registan one more time with sunset. So here we are, checking out the beauty again, and yeah, to see it in a different light. It's so freaking stunning here at night. It's unbelievable. All the interested mosaics are like shimmering. It's, yeah, speechless we are.